You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello, welcome to the channel, it's JPA here. Now in today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers' really good performance against Feyenoord last night. I'll just get straight into this video. So it finished, Rangers 1, Feyenoord 0. Really good performance. Before I go on to talk about the game, just to say how touching it was to see all the tributes to Fernando. Obviously, his sad passing away on, I think it was Wednesday. I did actually make a video for Fernando and it was literally just talking to the camera about my thoughts and stuff. But when I went to kind of edit it, I looked at it and I just didn't feel that I had the sentiment that I wanted to have. And also, I was kind of conscious of the fact that people might think that I was doing it for the subs and stuff. Nothing to do with that at all. But I just didn't feel it was right. So I scrapped that video and I put up another one with just pictures of Fernando and stuff with some music in the background, which I felt was a little bit more respectful than what I could have put into words, to be honest. So obviously they did a minute's silence for him before the game, and then in the second minute everybody stood up and did an applause for him, which was really touching. Even the Feyenoord fans got involved in that, which was nice. I did hear that people were saying, oh, Feyenoord fans were coughing and stuff like that during the silence. That's going to happen regardless of what it is. I don't think it's disrespectful. It's just, it seems to happen when you've got 50,000 people inside a stadium. You're going to get one or two coughing. It's just natural. So I don't think there was any disrespect meant in that. So anyway, I was just got on with the game. So to start the game, maybe first 8-9 minutes, I thought Feyenoord were really good and they started to settle into a rhythm much quicker than we did. We kind of set off them a little bit. But then we got a corner in I think it was the 8th or 9th minute. Cross comes in, Hollander jumps up for the ball. Their defender jumps up as well. I don't know how to pronounce it, it's EA or IA or I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest, but he jumps up, hits it with his hand, and we're given a penalty. And right away I'm thinking, Tav stepping up, our captain, number 2, let's do this for Fernando. It felt like it was written in the stars for our number 2 captain to score, and unfortunately he hit the penalty just wide of the post. Well, it just actually clipped the outside of the post. I felt it was a pretty poor penalty. I'll talk a little bit later on about the penalty situation. But it was disappointing, but our heads didn't drop after that. In fact, it spurred us on to kind of go for it a little bit. No long after that, Arfield had a great chance and he hit the bar. Fairly similar to what he did the other day against Livingston. Very unlucky, to be honest. We didn't have to wait too long after that to get our goal. 23 minutes in, they played a loose pass on their kind of left back position for them. Kamara on the slide managed to get a touch on the ball. Felt like Barisic was quickly closed down. He won that challenge. He didn't shout out the challenge at all. He won the ball and left it for Ojo. Ojo took a touch on his left foot and fires a brilliant strike past the keeper. I don't think the keeper had much of a chance to save it. Really powerful strike and a real good goal to set us up. After that goal, it really settled us, and we didn't just keep the ball. We dominated the ball, and not only did we dominate the ball, we really went for it, and it looked like we could have scored possibly 4 or 5 after that, which we were unfortunate not to do. Morelos had a chance where he hit the target, keeper saved it, came back to him, he hit the target again, he then got the ball and drove forward. It looked a bit taken down. Now on every angle people are saying it's a penalty. The time the commentator said it was a penalty, the BT Sport lads said it was a penalty. For me, I don't think it is. I think he generally did get a touch on the ball before he tripped Alfredo up. I did think it was a trip, but again I think he got a touch to the ball, so I don't think that was a penalty, to be fair. And Morelos didn't really make much of it. He obviously claimed for it and then just kind of got on with the game after that, which is good to see Alfie doing that. Obviously, time's gone by, he would have made a big issue and probably got himself booked or sent off or something for it. Morelos actually created a chance for himself and the ball run maybe just a little bit too far in front of him. He went to go and get the ball put his foot in. Keeper has reacted and I think take a dive, to be honest. Morelos, I thought, was unjustly booked. Say what you want about Morelos and his temperament. He does get silly situations, or he did last season anyway. I don't think there was too much wrong with that, and I felt it was wrongly booked in that instance. No long before half time, Ojo got one of the best chances of the game, probably easier than the chance that he actually scored from. Barisic crossed it in, it fell to Ojo. Ojo takes a touch onto his left foot. I think the keeper was beaten. There was a player on the line, and Ojo somehow managed to hit it in exactly the same position as Taff did with his penalty, just off the outside of the post. Really unlucky. I still don't know how he's not scored it though, to be fair. I know the defender was on the line, but he should have scored or at least hit the target from there. So in the second half, Feyenoord, I think, started to maybe come a little bit more into the game and started creating a couple of chances for themselves. They went quite close with a header, which I think deflected off Connor Goldson, went out for a corner. But it didn't stop us. Even though they had a little bit more possession in the second half, we still created chances and we still got forward. There was one point where there was a long ball played to Alfredo Morelos. He laid it off perfectly for Arfield, and Arfield was very unlucky, just an inch or two over the bar with that one, which was disappointing. McGregor was forced into a save just after that from, I think it's Berghaus. Forced down McGregor a real good save, which he did well to keep out. At one point, Ojo got in behind. Barisic played a lovely ball through to him, and he managed to get into a shooting opportunity. And for some reason, he didn't shoot, and he tried to play it back into Arfield. Arfield was very quickly closed down by the defender. I think it was actually Leroy Fer. They got a touch on it, and the chance was gone. I actually felt at the time that Ojo probably could have taken that shot on. So that probably could have taken the shot on and probably scored it. He would have been full of confidence after his first half goal, so I didn't understand why he didn't go for the shot. Rangers created another couple of opportunities after that. Feyenoord tried to clear their lines after we were pushing their back line. Ojo on the slide, very similar to Kamara's contribution for the first goal, or the only goal rather. On the slide, wins back possession. And who did he pass to? Sorry. Pass to Barisic. Barisic played in Morelos. Morelos on the spin again. Found himself on some really good space and crossed it right across the 6-yard box. No takers. Nobody wanted to take a gamble, which was disappointing. Ideally, you want Alfredo Morelos on the end of that, but unfortunately, he was the one who was crossing it. A little bit later on, Ryan Jack played a cross down to Ojo. Ojo got the header on target, but didn't quite go in. Morelos managed to keep the ball alive and hit into the side net, unfortunately. Morelos again, and I think he did this 3 or 4 times during the match when he kind of got the ball, was back to goal, and he just actually spun the defender, completely lost him. Plays a lovely ball into Ryan Jack, and Ryan Jack just fired just over the bar. Disappointing. Jack probably could have put his laces through it and scored, but it was a great chance created by Morelos, who I thought was superb throughout the game. So after all the chances that Rangers created, you'd expect us to be comfortable in the match, but because of the only one goal in it, Feyenoord started to push themselves. And they got a chance right at the end where Narsingh beat the offside trap. He was 1-on-1 with McGregor at a tight angle. McGregor made a really good save. Pushed out in the middle of the box, and Hollander cleared the danger. So that was one that could have cost us the points, but McGregor again just shows how valuable he is to the team. Saved it, and we managed to hang on for the 3 points. In terms of man of the match, I honestly couldn't decide. It was probably leaning towards Morelos for me. I think I maybe just leaned towards Morelos because I genuinely really like Morelos. He's one of my favourite players. So I don't know if that's kind of clouding my judgment. So I've just went undecided for man of the match. You could have so many players. Ojo played well, Morelos played well, as I've said. Ryan Jack played well, particularly second half. Arfield played particularly well. Davis was just non-stop cutting the ball out. He does so much of the kind of unseen stuff He just kind of wins the ball and just plays out to one of his teammates. Barisic, I thought, had one of probably his best games in a Rangers shirt. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. And never had got good crosses into the box, tackled well, was involved for the goal. Helander, I did say that he would probably play, and he did, and he played really, really well. It was interesting because obviously he's not had much game time for us, but Gerrard was saying in his conference today that obviously he's got a lot of experience playing these big games because he played in Serie A. He's obviously played against the likes of Juventus and Inter Milan and stuff, so he's obviously got a good pedigree. He's played in Europe as well and played at international level as well. So I thought Tav did okay. Obviously he was disappointing with the penalty, but he never hid after that. He got some good crosses into the box and kept getting himself involved. And McGregor's worth a mention for the good couple of saves that he made. Obviously the one in the first half, 2 in the second half, that really stood out to me. So let me know what you guys think of your man of the match. For me, it's just completely impossible to decide. In fact, Fernando was my man of the match. And I thought his spirit drove us on, and I thought that was a fitting end to his life for us to win against a Dutch team. The thing I was going to say about the penalties is that's now Tav. I think it's about 4 penalties he's missed. I know he scored a lot of penalties last season, but I think since he missed that one, I think it was against Dundee when we got that game where we got was it 3 or 4 penalties in the same match. That one where he missed the penalty, I don't think he's been the same. I don't think he's been as confident as he used to be with his penalties, and obviously missing one will obviously affect that. My quick question to you guys is: do you think it's time that Tavernier stepped down from the penalty taking and gave it to somebody more clinical, like a Morelos, for example, or Jermaine Defoe when he's on the pitch? My thoughts are I would give it to Morelos. I remember saying this in the video last year when I was talking about Morelos, that he had scored so many goals. It was about 38 goals or something like that he scored. And Tav had scored about 12 penalties. So I was just thinking, imagine how many goals Morelos would have been on had he been penalty taker as well. So that's my opinion on it. I genuinely believe that Morelos would be a better penalty taker. I can understand why Tav does it. He's a captain. It's his decision. And I just believe that it's time for him to give up the baton and pass it on to someone who scores goals on a regular basis, like Morelos, I would say. So get your opinions down there, comment section below, and we'll have a wee discussion about it. So that's the video pretty much done, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything at all, and it makes my day when I see my subs going that little bit more. Thank you to the people who have subscribed, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.